All right. Hello, guys. We're tuning in here about 10 minutes before the game starts. Uh, Matchup between Davidson and MGM. Um, this is definitely, Ethan, going to be a game.
Oh yeah, this is
um,
gonna be one of the games of all year.
yeah, bit of tough luck for Davidson coming into this one. A couple of injuries on all facets of the ball, and it's gonna hurt them. But we'll see if they can, maybe Coach Colley comes up with something that can um, surprise that MGM defense, and maybe we see a repeat of the game against Fairhope.
Yeah, definitely we're not going to be able to rely on just, pure brute force in this game, because not only are we missing some key players, but we're also playing up against a particularly formidable team. Uh, so we're definitely going to have to bob and weave, as it were, to get our hits in.
Yeah, like we said earlier, missing a lot of players. Still, starting quarterbacks Hudson Spivey still dealing with that thumb injury, so he won't be playing tonight. Derek Butler had a tweak in his ankle, and he won't be playing tonight or next week. So that's a big miss for Davidson. Um, Moving way on down the roster to find our quarterback tonight. Um, Hudson's little brother, Micah Spivey, quarterback on the freshman squad, but he's shooting up tonight for the big game. So we'll see what he can do. And with a guy like Micah Spivey, freshman, hasn't really played at this level yet. Um, Probably won't see a whole lot of pass game from Davidson tonight. But when we do, I think we're going to get a lot of blockers. Collie will probably get a lot of guys to drop back, a couple of tight ends, and even a running back to try and just give Spivey as much time in the pocket as he needs, and so he can attempt to, not get flustered in that pocket. The MGM side of the field, um, plenty of fans out there. A pretty good showing from MGM. Not a lot of people here for Davidson, but um, we'll we'll see how it turns out. Game still's got about 8 minutes.
Well, we do still have a few loyal seniors in the student section, a couple juniors as well, showing their spirit, dressed up.
There's that Davidson band playing the hype song. We'll get ready to see the team run out here.
I like those outfits.
Oh yeah, color guard looking snazzy.
Oh yeah, and let's not forget to mention that we're out here supporting breast cancer awareness with the pink ribbons.
Yeah, definitely a really nice cause. Um, a lot of people in the stands wearing pink tonight, so just nice to. Hey, even you, Ethan, you
Oh
have your
yeah,
pink on
yep.
tonight.
I brought my, I wore my pink watch. I
Yeah.
don't see any pink on you though.
Well, it's in places you don't want to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I mean, you gotta represent close to the heart. So
yeah,
where it needs to be.
yeah, definitely. So we'll see the team line up to run out here, and I think for Coach Colley coming into this game, a big part of it is just going to be you got to come out shooting. You're not going to be able to start off slow and just kind of gain speed as you go along, like we've seen them kind of struggle with throughout the season. Because with as dangerous of an MGM team as this is, they're going to come out and they're going to score points on you fast. And if you find yourself falling behind, very early in the game. It's going to be real tough to be able to get enough stops to get yourself back in the game, especially with the young offensive squad we have right now.
That's right. Yeah, definitely to make up for the force of the MGM, we're going to have to definitely speed up, we've learned in physics that, force is mass times acceleration, so we need to accelerate more to make up for the mass we're missing in the team.
Definitely. And, I think that's a really great metaphor because, like we said earlier, we're moving down to younger guys, and they just aren't as big as some of the guys we've seen, especially people like Derek Butler. So maybe we can, see some more speed, like you said, and kind of maybe instead of trying to power through the middle, we see a lot of end-around runs and see if we can just kind of slip past those, the safeties and cornerbacks. So yeah, we'll definitely see.
We definitely got more people coming into the stadium, so we might have a bigger turnout than we initially thought.
Yeah, a lot of people filing in. Maybe they were down there taking pictures with the big pink chair down there. So see the team captains walk out here for the coin toss. It's dark out here already. A lot of cloud in the sky, pretty overcast look here. I know. Fortunately, it sprinkled just a tiny bit, but it was before the game, so we'll still be able to broadcast from the angles we want, and hopefully it doesn't mess too much with Davidson being able to handle the ball. That's another thing they've struggled with throughout the season, especially in the first couple games we saw. I mean, in the opening game, 4 fumbles to start out their season, but they ended up coming back and kind of regaining their composure, and that's kind of been the story of Davidson all season. Is just they kind of find mistakes in the first half, and they're able to adjust them well enough to be able to have such a strong second half.
Yeah, I can definitely see how the field being slippery could definitely hurt their maneuverability. So let's hope that they can keep their grip. Hopefully they remember their cleats tonight, and we won't see any more injuries.
Yeah, that is another thing you have to worry about with these slippery turf fields is high chance of injury. So, like you said, hopefully we'll be able to avoid that tonight. So Warriors won to toss. They deferred their decision to MGM, and MGM elected to receive the ball. So we'll see our defense out first. And like we've said, there's been a lot of injuries. One of the big ones has been from DeMarcus George. He was a cornerback, also played wide receiver, and had a lot of targets. But unfortunately, last week broke his collarbone. So just another guy out that Davidson's going to have to try to fill the spot of. So here come the MGM Vikings running out of the tear tunnel. Some blue smoke flying out. And here comes the Davidson Warriors.
If anyone's wondering why we don't have smoke like that, it does interfere with the respiratory system, and we do not want to put ourselves back in that type of way. So
yeah, definitely great planning ahead there from Davidson's squad. So
we don't want to upset any of the asthmatics.
Definitely. So the bands will come off the field. We'll see both squads come out for the kickoff. All right, then before we get to the kickoff, I think we're going to show you guys our defensive starting lineup. So here it comes.
Running back, senior.
Chad Glue, class of 2024. Clark Shaw Middle School.
Sean Little, junior, outside linebacker, Scarlet Middle School. Dwayne Dixon, junior linebacker, Denton Maggie School.
Johnny Pugh, class of 2024. DN, Burns.
Stephen Costa, junior, defensive lineman, Burns Middle.
Trey Clark, senior, strong safety, Den Manning.
Quintarius Wheeler, senior, DB, Magnolia Middle School.
Yeah, that blue smoke from MGM's tunnel is kind of just hazing out there on the field. Looks a little foggy out there.
Yeah, it's definitely lingered probably longer than they anticipated.
Yeah,
Kinda
definitely the air kind of still out there tonight.
Yeah.
Not super hot, but a little warm. A little squib kick there from Davidson. MGM will run it out to about the 43. So good starting field position there from MGM. Davidson may be a little worried that MGM could break one big there if they gave him enough time. But we'll see what they can do. Davidson really spreading that field out, but out of necessity because MGM running 4 out right now. So and in at quarterback for MGM, number 7, Jared Hollins. He's a pretty good, tall guy back there. He'll get it out to his little bubble route there, number 3. He makes a nice move. He's going around the sidelines. They'll say he stepped out, though. Definitely enough for a first down. And a couple of nice moves, but even better blocking there from the receivers, able to make a big gain on their first play of the game. So number 3 wide receiver, Skylar Bush. So Jalen Culver. So MGM 2-back set, but they'll motion that running back out. They'll hit him again on that wheel route. He's got a lot of blockers ahead. He's going to break a couple of tackles. They'll finally bring him down. Nice open field tackle there, but not after a big gain from MGM. And like we said earlier, MGM is coming out chugging here, and Davidson's going to have to find a way to get back on their toes and maybe get a stop here. So 2 plays, 2 first downs, and MGM is lining up at about their 24-yard line. Here's a snap. He's got a quick slant route across. That ball will be bobbled and finally end up on the ground. Definitely a missed catch there from the wide receiver. Placed right in his hands. Just couldn't hold on to the ball, and that's maybe a side effect of this slick field out there. About 11 and a half minutes, I'm counting down for this first quarter. So MGM has just been flying down the field. MGM with that 11 formation out there, 1 running back and 1 tight end. They'll snap it. Play action. He's got a guy coming across the top, and another drop pass there. That is tough. Just a beautiful dime there from number 7, Jared Hollins, and receiver just couldn't hold on to it. And Ethan, that would have been a touchdown. So lucky break there for Davidson, bringing up 3rd down. They'll look to the sideline. Comes a snap. Another play action. A little comeback route there. It's a little low. They'll say it was incomplete. Bringing up 4th and 10. Pass was a little low. He had some space. Kind of a tough placement there to hold on to it. So looks like MGM's going to go for it here on 4th and 10. And I definitely don't disagree with it. I mean, you've been driving, just a couple of missed opportunities, and they'll get Davidson to jump offside, so it'll bring up 4th down and 5. And Ethan, that has definitely been one of the things Davidson has struggled with. I mean, last time we broadcasted, um, Davidson had like 4 offsides in a row, and it just, you give those kind of breaks to a team, they're eventually going to take advantage of them. Hopefully, MGM will not be able to successfully do that here, but we'll see.
They have pushed them back pretty far already. In these 2
MGM
minutes.
lining up in the trips. He's looking downfield. Davidson's going to get back to him, but he'll run out. He's going to try and run for a first down. No good. Big hit out there on the sideline. Not enough for the first. That'll bring up a change of possession. And a good play from Davidson's defense. Able to collapse that pocket, force him out of there, and then being able to stop him before he could scramble for a first.
Yeah, they tossed him in the air right there.
And, I mean, it's like we said earlier, just a nice showing there from Davidson. They were kind of on their heels a little bit there, but, they got caught a break and then were able to just capitalize on it. So we'll see number 16, Micah Spivey, come out to take his first snap as a varsity quarterback. They'll hand it off up the middle.
Pile up.
Short gain there from number 5, Terrence Gray. And we saw a little bit of him a couple weeks ago when E.J. Harrison was out. He kind of filled in that second running back position for him. So he had a pretty good showing. Got a lot of speed, like you said earlier, so we'll see what they can do with him. Davidson, again, just putting a lot of guys back to block. Maybe we see a pass here from Spivey. Coach Colley didn't like the look of something there, elected to take a timeout, and that's one of the things that's going to happen with these young quarterbacks. That's a really positive look for Davidson there. Just another injury with number 74, Sean Martin, on that O-line. He was a big guy, and to be able to get runs like that when you've got spots on your O-line, um, uh, really really optimistic for Coach Colley. They'll hand it off again to Terrence Gray. Spivey will look towards the sideline here. They're going to put Anthony Rabb out. Very close to the sideline, so he's way out there. Spivey's going to drop back. He's got Anthony Rabb coming down deep. 2 guys in coverage. Nice play there from the MGM safety. Saw Spivey's eyes, rushed over there, and was able to break up that pass. And that was just a tough look. Again, like we said, Spivey, only a freshman, probably doesn't have as much depth in his arm as his older brother. So you'd like, in the routes like those, you'd like to have, Rabb just shoot past the defender and Spivey drop it into his arms. But just a tough break there, bringing up 4th down. And I think we are going to see the punting squad come on for Davidson. Some whistles here from the refs. There. It was a delay of game. Took too long to snap the ball, so that'll move Davidson back even farther. And that's not what you like to see. Definitely don't want to give MGM any more or any better field position than you can give them. So Davidson's going to move out here, and I think it's going to be a false start. Or excuse me, I think they may have got MGM to jump off the line. So as a special teams coach, you've got to love that. You're able to execute that play pretty nicely. It is tough, though, because of, that flag that just moved the ball back. So you're really back to where you started, but see what they can do on this one. Snaps a little high. He's able to hang on to it, though. Punts a line and drive, but still good. MGM will get it about the 40. He's going to make a move. He's coming up the middle. Not a lot of Davidson guys ahead of him. Only one guy.
Okay.
Riley McGill's going to have to
This is
catch
not
him.
looking good.
I don't think he's going to be able to. And there's a touchdown for MGM. There is a flag on the 50, though, and I think it's going to be a block in the back, so that one's tough. With that, I think we are going to go down to Sophia on the sideline, so take it away.
Is royal and pink out to support breast cancer awareness. Good.
Yeah, definitely Sophia. And with a tough break like that for MGM, it definitely hurts. You know, you get that big run, finally put some points on the board, and then it's called back, and you got to take the walk of shame almost. So MGM really spreading that offense out again. Only one back. They're going to motion a guy into the tight end spot. They'll fake the handoff again. He's looking deep. He's got a guy coming across the middle. He's wide open. No good. I think he hold on to it.
Ooh, wow.
What an amazing catch there from number 3, Jalen Culver, and that was beautiful. Excuse me, number 2, James Bolton. So, man, that was beautiful and a little surprising. You know, we saw those earlier drops, but one play from MGM, and they're right back in scoring position. That's just tough there on that Davidson secondary. And like we said before, they are missing their cornerback. So another pass there, quick, and over the head of a Davidson defender. Another good catch there from James Bolton. And MGM will put 6 points on the board. And, man, I don't think Davidson was ready for that. MGM to snap the ball there. Caught a little bit, you know, with their pants down, and it hurt them. That touchdown comes about 7 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here comes the extra point attempt. It's up, and it's good. And Ethan, definitely just a quick drive there from MGM, but I believe it was their 3rd possession. So 2 nice possessions defensively for Davidson, able to stop that MGM offense. Hopefully they won't let this one, you know, get them scared or anything. And I think they'll be able to bounce back in this next one. But on the offensive side, you definitely put some pressure on your offense now to put some points on the board.
I think so too. I'm also hopeful that they'll be able to bounce back, but their aggressiveness with those interceptions was definitely a little intimidating for Davidson.
Yeah, a couple of nice snags from the MGM receivers. Maybe we'll see one of those on, you know, You Got Mossed, but that's tough.
Yeah.
Jim lines up here for the kickoff. It's in the air. Davidson will get it at about the 20. Big hit in the backfield. They still can't bring him down. They'll push him back to about the 20. They'll say his forward progression got him to the 26 there. So we'll see what Spivey and his squad can do here. So looks like maybe someone new, and I think they lined up in the Wildcat there. Bit of trickery there from Coach Colley. Wasn't able to gain much from that. They snapped it to number 13, Jadrick Jowers, listed as wide receiver on there. And like we said with these injuries, I mean, guys are just moving around all over the roster. So again, lining up Jadrick Jowers to take the snap. Really compact formation there. There's this flag, maybe illegal formation. Too many guys on the line, or pointing at MGM's side of the ball. Offsides there on MGM. So that's a big mistake there. Move the ball forward 5 yards, bring up second down, about 4 to go for Davidson. So maybe Coach Colley didn't really like what he saw from Spivey yet, or didn't think that he could get done what he needed. So they're kind of moving to that formation they used against Fairhope with a different guy taking the place of Derek Butler. So this time they'll snap it to Terrence Gray. He's going to take a nice hole up the middle. I think that's enough for a first down. And as MGM's defense right here, you really don't know who the ball is going to each time they snap it. I mean, we saw on that last play, or excuse me, the play before that, they snapped it straight to Jadrick Jowers, but on this one, they kind of shifted as the ball was in the air, and it went to Terrence Gray. So we'll see what they can do here. Again, snapped at Terrence Gray, but he's going to hand it off to Anthony Rabb coming around on that jet sweep. Another nice gain of about 4. And, you know, these don't seem like big gains, but if you can continue to make these consistently, they'll move you down the field.
Yep, slow and steady does win the race. But I definitely would say that it seems like they're just kind of trying a few different things to see what seems to work, you know, because having all these injured players, they might not have had very much time to kind of perfect their strategy, you know, like they don't have their players that they know can work for their play style, but they have been able to get some gains, and, you know, every little bit counts.
Yeah, and you know, when they're lining up in this kind of two-back set almost with Jowers and Gray back there to take the ball, we see a lot of guys in there just as bodies to block. And one of them we see lining up in the tight end position is James Machuca-Metzner, or Cam, as people call him, and he's a linebacker. But they've got him lined up in there, you know, just to kind of hit some bodies and open up space for the guy with the ball. So again, they'll snap it. He's going to run up the middle. They'll stop him. Not enough for a first down. Bring up 4th down and 1. And I think Coach Colley is probably going to go for it here. I definitely don't disagree with it. I mean, you saw that great showing from MGM's offense on that last drive. So maybe you want to, you know, I think he's going to change his mind here and bring on the punting squad. Maybe Coach Colley didn't like that defensive look from MGM. But, you know, earlier I said I didn't disagree with oh, they're going to fake the punt. I think he got a first down. Forward progression, the refs say he did. And, man, Ethan, I've been watching Coach Colley call plays for a long time, and I should have seen that coming. I mean, just an amazing fake punt there.
Yeah, I think every coach has, you know, their kind of secret book of, you know, little tricks that, you know, they try not to use all too often, but, you know, in situations like this, you kind of got to pull out your ace in the hole, as it were.
Yeah, they'll snap it to Gray. Excuse me, I think that may have been number 7, Anthony Rabb. And this is tough for us because it's almost hard for us to see who gets the ball. I mean, just a mass of bodies around there, and really anyone can end up with the pigskin. But it's working for Davidson. They're driving down the field.
Yeah, I guess you could say, you know, we're kind of in a low gear uphill type climb, you know.
Most definitely. Here comes a snap to Terrence Gray. He's going to try and end around, but man, there's an MGM body way back there in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of about 8. So not what Davidson wanted to see there. That'll move the ball back, bringing up a 3rd down and about 14 to go. That backfield tackle came with about 3 minutes, 30 seconds counting down in the first quarter. And in this position for Davidson, it's almost kind of tough because you really don't expect to see a pass here. And with MGM kind of, expecting that run, they're putting a lot of bodies on the line. Maybe a little early motion there from MGM again. Excuse me, I think that's going to be on Davidson. So false start. And that's a tough 3rd down and long, and now it's even longer. 3rd down and about a country mile to go. So it's going to be really tough. Maybe see number 16 Spivey coming back out. He's going to have to put on his strong arm here because he's got a long way to go. So going to have to see some good pass protection, giving Spivey plenty of time. Man, there's a dot. Play was called dead though, but I like what I saw there. That was pretty accurate.
Yep.
Definitely, maybe a little bit ahead of him, but another false start on Davidson. And man, called it a 3rd down and a country mile earlier. I don't even know what you call this one. It's about 3rd down and about 20 to go, maybe even more. But Spivey again, he's going to drop back. Got a quick comeback route there. Gain of about 4. That'll bring up 4th down. And I know Coach Colley likes to reach into that bag of tricks, like you said, but I think we're going to see a punt here. But as a coach, that's definitely not what you want to see. I mean, you had that pretty consistent drive, looked nice, and then just kind of fell apart there at the end. But you were able to chew a pretty good bit of time off the clock. Here comes the punt. Not as far as they'd like it to be. He's going to fall on the ground. And MGM take the ball at about the 36. So we'll see if Davidson can get another stop here. Had to think their offense there. Got a pretty good bit of rest there on the sideline. So hopefully they can come back out here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Safeties for Davidson lined up pretty far back. Definitely scared of that deep threat that we saw on MGM scoring drive. They'll motion the slot guy in. They'll hand it off though. He's going to take a nice hold of the middle, but man, a big tackle there. And that was huge from number 51, Johnny Pugh. Did get about 5 yards there. Hurry up here from MGM. Davidson didn't really get set how they wanted. They'll get it out to the bubble pass. He's going to make a nice couple moves. He'll continue to run. He's still up. Davidson's not able to bring him down. They'll finally push him out of bounds at about the 33. And, man, that is tough. You get to a guy, and you're just not able to bring him down. He just continues to drive on you. But
Steven, did you catch the number of that player that just made that run?
I think that was number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3, Jalen Culver.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard target, when you have someone that's a little bit bigger stature and can still move that fast down the field. It can be a hard person to take down.
Flag here on Davidson, so that'll move MGM even farther forward. They'll hand it off again. Another Davidson guy able to get in that backfield, but just couldn't bring him down. And that is tough, like we said. I mean, you meet a body in the backfield, you want to be able to wrap him up and bring him down, because it almost hurts even more when they're just able to get a big gain, even though you kind of, busted down the play. So a second down, about 4 to go. 1 minute on the clock. He'll fake the handoff. He's got a guy in the end zone. That one's there, and it's a touchdown. And man, Bolton on that catch there. Just so much separation between him and the receiver here. You see his little move there. He's able to make the receiver bite, and just another good showing from MGM's wide receiving core. So here comes that extra point attempt. Pretty quick drive there from MGM, able to just kind of move down the field. And it's like we said before the game started today. MGM is a team that's going to come out and just quick fire on you, and it's definitely showing here. So just under a minute left in the first quarter. Davidson, I don't know if, well, I guess really that kind of, positionless offense they were running there, just having guys to run the ball and guys to block. It worked for them for quite a bit. I mean, they were able to drive down the field a pretty good bit, but then just had some breakdowns which pushed them back far away enough from that, first down marker that they kind of were forced to go back to what they were running in the beginning, and MGM knows how to defend that. Comes a kick. It's pretty deep. Davidson will receive it about the 10.
Ooh.
He's chugging along. He's still up. They'll finally bring him down. About the 33. Yeah, Ethan, what do you think Davidson's got to do here in order to put some points on the board?
Man, before they were trying, to kind of condense their team. But truth be told, their team is spread thin, so maybe, they should kind of go with that and kind of spread out a little bit more. And instead of trying to kind of muscle back the other team, they can kind of spread out, because it seems like in terms of, force, MGM has us beat. But, if we can make our team, more difficult to, track down, I think that can throw MGM off a little bit.
Yeah, shovel there from Spivey ended up with a loss of about 3. Just a plethora of white jerseys back there to meet number 5, Terrence Gray. So maybe we get to see that arm of Spivey again here. So that'll do it for the first quarter. Davidson's going to get a bit of time to discuss maybe what they want to come back and do for that second down play. But, down 14-0 starting the second quarter. And maybe not an amazing showing from Davidson, but not as bad as one could have seen. They were able to make a couple of stops early in the game. And saw some things that gave them a bit of hope on the offense, but overall just a couple of mistakes, and then just seeing the size difference between MGM and Davidson. It's going to be tough for them to hang in this one. So we'll flip the field here. So maybe Davidson was facing the sun in that first quarter. Maybe that was what was hurting them on their pass game.
Yeah, that's very possible. Stadium lights can be a bit blinding.
Yeah, maybe they were blinded by the lights. But here comes Spivey. Again, just got a lot of guys dropping back in pass protection. He's got a guy coming around the sideline. He's going to catch that. Man, big play there. Amazing pass there to start off the second quarter. And looks like Davidson is going to look to the sideline. We'll see if maybe they try and get this snap off pretty fast. A lot of guys lined up looking at the sideline, looking for the call. They will try to line up pretty fast. So we'll see what they do here. Spivey takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Terrence Gray. He'll run it up through that halfback angle. I think we're going to take it down to the sideline with Sophia, so take it away.
Second and 9 for the Warriors. 35-yard.
Davidson is dealing with a lot of injuries this week, including Hudson Spivey, DJ Butler, Sean Martin, DeMarcus George, and EJ Harrison, who are all big contributors to the game. So you'll notice that we have a bunch of young faces on the field, including Hudson Spivey's little brother, Micah Spivey, who is playing the quarterback. We know that they're going to give it their all tonight. Back up to the booth.
Yeah, most definitely, Sophia. Quick snap here. They'll again hand it off to Terrence Gray, but another mass of MGM bodies there to stop him behind the line. That'll result in a loss of about 2 and bring up third down and 11. So they're going to sub out, or excuse me, they'll line up 2 guys close to Coach Colley on the sideline. So comes a snap. Spivey's going to hold on to it. He's rolling out. He's getting it to a guy. Landed just out of bounds, and man, that was beautiful. But receiver just too far out of the field, and tough break. Good play by MGM's defense, able to kind of move that offense to that side of the field. So that'll bring up fourth down. Coach Colley looks like he's keeping his guys on here. And definitely 10 minutes left in the second quarter. It's kind of crunch time for Davidson. I think they'll keep that same formation going on. They're going to flip Anthony Rabb over to the right side of Spivey. He's going to drop back. They'll call a flag before the snap, though. Not able to get that snap off in time. Delay of game on Davidson. And, man, that's tough. I mean, just huge mistake there. You're going to have to bring your punt squad on and maybe a little bit too far back for a fake. But that's tough. I mean, as a coach, you definitely want to see what your team can do in that fourth down kind of position. So there's the punt. Nice roll. It'll continue back to about the 15 and push its way to the 14. So that's real nice for Davidson. Good starting field position for their defense. So first and 10 here for MGM from their known 14. About 9 minutes, 51 seconds here to go in the first half. They'll hand it off. He's going to be met at the line. They'll keep pushing him back. Say his forward progression got him a gain of it looks to be about 1. So bringing up 2nd down and 9. And we've seen a couple of plays where Davidson has been able to end up in the backfield. They have struggled a bit with, tackling on first contact. But a good play there from Davidson's D-line. Play action there. Another play broken up from that Davidson D-line, just able to get in that backfield with the blitz. So broke up the pass there on the screen. And, on the screen usually you're letting those defenders believe that they're just going to get to that quarterback, and then you just feed it out to that running back and hope he can slip by him. But on that one, they really did get to the quarterback. So not what you wanted to see there if you're MGM, but 3rd down here. He'll drop back. He's going to keep it. He's got some room to run. Davidson is going to bring him down short of that 1st down, though. That'll bring up 4th down and about 3. And just another good play there from Davidson. I'm able to contain that quarterback before he could make a huge gain. And Hollins has just kind of been showing off his arm all game, but there we see a bit of his athleticism on his legs. Hollins will look towards the sideline. He's going to do a little pooch punt, but Davidson's going to get a hand on it. It'll drop back to about the 5, and that'll give Davidson's offense amazing field position there. And, man, I think that was about 3 plays in a row. Davidson was able to get a body in the backfield. And as an offensive player, you just got to, be grateful to that D-line there. And I think it was in the Ole Miss game, we saw Lane Kiffin pull out that pooch punt, and he was able to, get it to work there, but just nothing happening there for MGM. And I think we're going to see Davidson pull out again that compact formation. No quarterback in, so they'll motion Jadrick to line up behind the center. Gray will take the snap. He's going to run up the middle. He's got some room. Push forward. Gain of about 3, but not enough for a touchdown. But, boy, they're ever closer to it. So 2nd down. And, man, maybe, Ethan, you'd like to see Davidson run and almost hurry up here. Just try and confuse MGM's offense. But they'll kind of take their time and see what they want to do. So, here's another snap. That one's going to end up in the hands of a Davidson player. They'll say he got a touchdown. They handed it off to Anthony Rabb there. Refs will call him just short. Bring up 3rd and goal. And this is where you'd like to see Davidson maybe just try and punch it in. You've got 2 more plays because Coach Colley is definitely going to want to put it in the end zone here. Doesn't want to, settle for the field goal, but
I think you're definitely right about the confusion. Confusion can be a good tool whenever
Terrence Gray will take
you're
it there, and that's a touchdown. 6 points there from Davidson, and, I mean, it's like you were saying, Ethan. I think MGM didn't know who the ball was going to, and it showed.
Yep. Yeah, confusion can definitely be a big strength when you're up against, an opponent like this where strategy and muscle can kind of be overridden, just by the other team's just, force. But, if you're able to confuse them, you can throw their whole game off.
Here comes that extra point attempt from Riley McGill, and it's good. So Davidson back in a one-score game here. So, I mean, it almost feels like maybe Davidson should be down by a little bit more, but they definitely aren't. They've really been able to contain MGM pretty successfully this whole game. So that was a nice showing there. And I mean, yeah, you had some good runs there from Davidson offense, but you really got to put that on Davidson's defense, just able to meet MGM in that backfield almost every play and give their offense that good field position. Some discussion here from the referees. So it looks like that PAT squad's going to come back out again. Maybe the refs weren't a fan. Maybe they just want to see him do it twice. So we'll see if he can go 2 for 2 here. So they'll line up to kick it again here. And we've seen Riley McGill a lot this season, so I have faith that he'll put it through the posts again. That one's up, and it again will be good. We'll see if the refs want to keep this one or maybe try to go for 3 for 3. It looks like they'll accept this one. So like we were saying earlier, we're going to see Davidson's defense come back out on the ball here, and I think as the defensive coach, or excuse me, defensive coordinator, you've got to be on the sideline, kind of keeping your guys hype and just kind of keeping that momentum you kind of mustered up with that last possession. So we'll see if they're able to do that. Comes a kick. Short kick there. They'll get it about the 30. He'll make a couple of moves. Get it down to about the 40. So MGM, it's been a while since they've been able to put the ball in the end zone after a nice couple of stops from Davidson. So, I mean, with the kind of offense they've been running and how they've been scoring, you got to have time for your receivers to get downfield and create that kind of separation. And Davidson just hasn't been allowing that, really just being able to break down that pocket. MGM again running that wide formation there. Play action. He's looking down the field. He's got a guy open. He's going to land in bounds. He'll step out, but the catch will still stay good. And man, that is just a tough break there from Davidson's secondary. I mean, they saw Hollins kind of creeping forward and didn't want to give him, more yards than they have to in the scramble. And they kind of bid on his play, and he's able to find an open guy. They're going to shovel it out to the running back here. He's going to take it up the middle. Davidson will finally bring him down after a gain of about 6 there. So just another good play from Davidson, or excuse me, from MGM. They're moving down the field. That'll bring about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. They'll hand it off to the running back again. He's going to end around. That'll be enough for a first down, but a flag does come in. Flying in from about 10 yards back. We'll see what the call is. Looks like those flags are going to move MGM back. They'll say it was a block in the back, so a nice break there from for Davidson's defense after a pretty good gain from MGM. So maybe it'll work to kind of set back some of that momentum MGM's been feeling. They'll blow the play. Motion a guy across. New look here from MGM's offense. Take the snap, drop back. He's looking deep. Davidson guy's in the backfield. He'll take the screen.
Oh, fumble.
No good. Yeah, just pass was a little high for the running back, but I think Davidson had enough guys back there that they really could have hit him before he was able to get any yardage on that one. So a big third down here for MGM. Just under 7 minutes left. Again, he's going to drop back. This time he really is looking deep. He'll try to hit a slant route across the middle, but it's too far in front of him. Good defense there from Davidson. Bring up 4th down. Looks like Hollins will stay out there.
You know, if he goes away from kind of throwing these, straight and flat passes, and he goes to some more, Hail Mary type passes, Davidson might be able to get in there and make some interceptions like they were before, and potentially take back the game.
Definitely. He's going to drop back. He's got a comebacker out there. A lot of separation between him and that cornerback, and it's enough for a first down. And, man, that is tough if you're Davidson. 3 pretty good stops, and then you just let him get it on that last possession, or excuse me, that last down, and bring up a whole new set of downs for MGM. And maybe Davidson was kind of hoping for that deep pass there again, just letting the receiver slip away from him. They'll hand it off. Nice blocking there from the O-line, a lot of room. Davidson will finally bring him down after a gain of about 9. I think they'll say he's a couple of inches short of the first down, so it'll be 2nd down, and not a lot to go. MGM's going to run the hurry up here. Davidson's got to get that guy off the field. I don't think they did. They'll hand it off again. He'll try to bounce outside, but Davidson will. That's a fumble. They're going to pick the ball up. He's still going. They'll finally push him out of bounds. And, man, big break there from Davidson. Q Wheeler there, able to recover that fumble. And, man, again, Davidson offense has just got to be thinking this defense. They've really been able to contain this MGM offense. Not exactly as consistently as they would have hoped, but well enough to keep this a 1-score game. So we'll see Spivey line back up in at the quarterback position. He's going to take a snap. It's over his head. He's coming back. I think it was a false start, though. And maybe a bit of a lucky break there from Davidson on the false start. Kind of blows the play dead, and you didn't want to see any more fumbling of that ball, and an MGM guy end up in the end zone. So that will move Davidson back 5 yards. So still first down, but about 15 yards to go. Davidson again just putting a receiver real close to that sideline. And that's a long way for Spivey to throw, but we'll see what he can do. He's going to shovel it out, though. Terrence Gray will take it. Only a gain of about 1. So 2nd down and 14 there. And I mean, it's tough with those kind of plays. I mean, you've got to have blocking there from your receivers, and maybe they just let a guy slip through. So clock will continue to roll as we hit about 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Davidson definitely wants to go out of this half on a high note. So he's going to sling it down the line, and it'll end up in the hands of a Viking.
Are they going to call that good? If my eyes doth not deceive me, it seemed a little out of bounds, but I don't know. What do you say, Steven?
I think thou eyes are correct. I think that'll give MGM the ball, and that is just a tough break for Davidson. And I mean, those are the kind of mistakes you're going to see from a rookie quarterback like that. And I mean, it's basically like what you said earlier. I mean, when you air the ball out like that, it just gives the cornerback a lot of time to get his head turned around and kind of size up that ball.
Yeah, which is what MGM specifically wasn't doing for Davidson.
Yeah.
Keeping those passes, low to the ground.
So not a lot of break for Davidson's defense. We'll see what they can do. Quarterback keeper there. He's going to toss it out to an MGM guy coming down the sideline. They can't get him down. He's got a couple of guys ahead of him, just making a ton of moves, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. And, man, MGM with a triple option look there. And he picked the right option. Just a beautiful play there. And then some nice moves from number 3, Jalen Culver. And that's an MGM touchdown. So extra point attempt. And still plenty of time on the board for Davidson's offense to come back out here and try to turn it back into a one-score game. So it's definitely tough when your defense has kind of been able to hold MGM to, kind of. Well, really, I mean, it's every time they've been able to hold MGM to those long, kind of short gain drives, they've been able to stop them. But it's when they let MGM just make those 1 or 2 big plays that they kind of seem to lose their composure and, just aren't able to hold on as well as they'd like. And I think that's what happened there. Just that one play really hurt them. Comes a kickoff. They'll receive it at about the 15. And he'll get it to the 30. So I think we're going to see maybe they'll move back to that compact formation. But, I mean, from what we've seen, Coach Cawley had maybe moved into if they're this far back in the field, they keep Spivey in at quarterback. But when they lined up 5 yards out of the end zone, they went into that compact formation, just able to get those small gains. But I think they'll put it back in at that positionless line up there. So Jowers will take the snap, try and take it up the middle, but nothing happening on there. Neither a gain nor a loss there, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 to go. Davidson will look towards the sideline. Clock counting down, 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Davidson definitely not wanting to, leave so much time on the clock that MGM could try and score again. They'll snap it to Terrence Gray, He'll take a nice hole up the middle, gain of about 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go. Third down snap will go to Terrence Gray. He's going to be met in the backfield. He'll try to jump back and take another look at it, but just too many bodies back there. And that'll bring up fourth down. And if you're Coach Colley, you got to punt it here. I mean, a lot of time left on the clock. You don't want to give MGM the ball any closer to the end zone than you have to. So, and I mean, with the kind of offense you're running, 3.5 minutes isn't a lot of time for that, 5-yard gain, 3-yard gain, kind of shove it up the middle offense. So we'll see what Coach Colley decides to do here. So, Ethan, what do you think Coach Colley is going to tell his guys, in that locker room?
After the game or right now?
Going into halftime.
Going into halftime, I think they're going to try to not they're going to try to not go for like a desperate option, I think they're going to try to keep going strong to keep the score, not too high of a difference. But I don't know. I got a feeling they're going to keep trying some of the same stuff and hoping that it works, but hopefully they tweak a few things, like maybe spreading out a little bit more, so they're, harder to stop all at once. I really hope that is what they do. I hope they, kind of take their, kind of smaller team and try to utilize its strengths instead of trying to, bunch it together like you would if you had a bigger team.
Yeah, low punt there. Had a couple of nice bounces, but there are some flags on the field. I think maybe a couple block in the backs. Or, excuse me, a block in the back on MGM. That'll move them back even farther. And MGM's special teams coach is he's steaming right now because, not a lot of time left in the half. And you want to give that offense as little turf to cover to get to that end zone. But, with the MGM offense we've seen, it's not very much time they need to get down the field, just making those long passes. But we'll see if Davidson's defense can come back out here and, show us the highs that we've seen so far and then from this game. Davidson maybe showing blitz here. He's going to drop back in coverage, though. He's looking down the field. He's got a guy. It'll slip through his hands. No good.
Yeah, Davidson, a little bit butterfingers out here. That's what I'm seeing. Might need some new gloves.
Maybe that's it. Here comes a snap. They will hand it off this time. Good blocking there from MGM. It'll bring up a gain of about 9. So third down and 1 yard to go here, and that clock will go under just 3 minutes there after that run. Another handoff, but a good play from Davidson's defense there, able to meet him in the backfield and bring him down. So fourth down, I think MGM is going to keep their offense out here. Have a lot of faith in their defense to be able to stop that Davidson offense if they do end up with the ball. But we'll see what Hollins can do here. They'll again hand it off. Davidson will stop him. He's going to be short. Well, they'll say he's still up. And I think they're going to give him the first down. And My goodness, if that is an example of, wrapping up and bringing a guy down, I don't know what is. He was just able to stay on his feet after being met in the backfield, and golly, just a great play there from number 10, Javian Hawthorne. So some discussion here with Coach Colley and his guys. Definitely not happy with that last play. I mean, you saw the light in the tunnel of getting a stop on 4th down, and then you just weren't able to bring the guy to the floor. But Coach Colley maybe not happy with the call of not blowing the whistle. I mean, the guy was definitely on his feet and his hands, but don't know if maybe another part of his body touched the ground, in which case he would have been down. Davidson would have got the ball with a really nice field position. But MGM looks like they're ready to snap the ball. So comes that 1st down snap. They'll motion the running back out. They'll get it to a comeback route there. It's enough for a gain of about 4. Clock will continue to run, and I don't think MGM's in very much of a hurry to try and score here. Maybe enough to get in field goal position, but maybe we see a bomb from him here soon. Just another short pass there, but not a short gain. They'll finally bring him down after he gets the 1st down and about 6 more yards. So that'll stop the clock for MGM, and boy, they're driving down the field. I know just a second ago I said that maybe MGM isn't trying to get down and score here, but maybe it's just they're making it look a little effortless. I mean, they're just kind of moving down. They'll sub in a lineman there, so maybe this is their pass protection look for that deep. I think he is. He's going to have to move out of the pocket. He's still looking downfield. He's pointing for a block. He's going to take it into his own hands. Still going. Davidson can't bring him down. They'll finally tackle him, but not after he gets a gain of about 15. And, man, I think it was about 3 Davidson guys who just missed him, and that's tough. Again, stopping the clock. About a minute and a half left, and MGM is just cruising. So running a bit of a hurry up here. They'll motion across the tight end, He's looking way downfield. He's got a guy there just over his head, and that's tough because he definitely had a wide open guy. So 2nd and 10. I like that look there. I mean, minute and about 20 seconds left. You just take a quick snap, look down the field. Hopefully he'll get it, but if he doesn't, you only lose it down in about 3 seconds. So see if maybe they try it again here. This time, though, I think they'll hand it off. And again, a gain of about 5. MGM with all 3 timeouts left. So it's going to be tough for Davidson to try and maybe run the timeout. So they're going to have to find a way to get a stop. So just under 1 minute left here. Holland's sole body back in the backfield. He's going to roll out. He's got a guy across the middle, wide open. He's staying up. Davidson finally brings him down. That'll move him to about the 19. And I think MGM's going to call their first timeout here. looks like something happened. And some discussion here from the refs. I think maybe a flag before the whistle. Or a flag before the snap, excuse me. Personal foul on MGM. So third down and about 4 to go. So lucky break there from for Davidson. Some more discussion here from the refs. I think they finally finished discussing their favorite parts of the new episode of Loki, so I think we'll see the snap here. Third down. Hollins will drop back. He's looking down the sideline. He's going to have to roll out. I think he'll hang on to it. He's going to run. They'll force him out of bounds after a gain of about about 8. And that's enough for another first down. 20 seconds left. So we'll see if MGM wants to maybe, try some shots at the end zone and then bring on their kicking squad. Deep kick for a high school game. Davidson's got a guy who could definitely do it. Haven't really seen a lot of MGM's, field goal squad. But definitely still a lot of attempts left to try and get it in the end zone. So play action here. He's got a guy coming across the middle. And, man, I think I just saw a bit of a WWE move there in the backfield, secondary. Put a guy on the floor. Kind of hit him with a suplex. And that'll result in a pass interference. So that'll move MGM forward quite a bit. And, maybe it's better to, it's definitely better to take the pass interference there instead of giving MGM a touchdown. And so about 15 seconds left. New set of downs for MGM. They'll have 2 wideouts there and 1 tight end lined up. They're going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it. He takes the hole. He makes a couple of moves. They'll bring him down short of the end zone. 7 seconds left, counting down, but they'll call a timeout. Enough for a first down, so I think it'll bring up first down and goal to go for MGM. And it's tough if you're Davidson's defense. They've just been driving on you this whole possession. And, really great time management there from MGM's offense. And definitely helped from a couple of mistakes there on the defensive side of the ball, that pass interference. And just not being able to break down the pocket like we've seen them do so consistently earlier in this game, and it shows. So Collie talking with his guys, telling them, probably time for maybe about 3 more plays here, and they're going to be quick. And with offense like MGM, we've seen them be able to find holes for the running game, but they've also just had some amazing looking passes and catches from the wide receiving core. And when you've got guys who can just kind of get separation and even just jump over the defender's head and snag the ball, it's tough on a defense. So Hollins will again be a lone soul back there in the backfield. Maybe we see a design keeper here. on the first down play. Oh, Coach Colley didn't like the look there, so he'll take a timeout. Definitely. I mean, you've got them. Why not use them and try and, figure out what you want to do with your defense here. Give them even more of a rest. Try and regain their composure.
Yeah, I can't think of a whole lot that they could do to make themselves a touchdown, but I think they're just going to focus on, restricting MGM's advances and just keeping them where they are.
Yeah, definitely. So Davidson's defense comes out to the ball here. About 3 yards to go till that white line, which marks the end zone. So bit of a new look here. I think they're going to line up in the Wildcat, and it'll work. Easy looking touchdown there from MGM. I think they'll let the time run out on that clock. So that'll put 6 more points on the board for MGM. They'll come on to kick the extra point, and that'll do it for the half. Davidson is receiving the ball, which is nice. Definitely don't want to see MGM come back out after that play on offense. So hopefully Coach Colley can make a couple of adjustments on the offense side of the ball to try and, find ways to move that pigskin down the field as that kick is up and good. That'll do it for the half. But definitely a lot for Coach Colley to discuss with his guys. I think we're going to be able to go down and talk to him, ask him
We're here with Coach Colley tonight. Coach, you have a lot of young players on the field tonight. How do you think they're handling it so far?
I'm proud of them. They're playing hard. We do have some obstacles tonight, and we got a 4th down stop down there, and I don't know what the officials are doing. I know I'm not supposed to talk bad about them, but that was terrible. So I'm proud of our kids. They're playing hard, and we're going to play hard in the second half.
What is the message you're going to give the team to prepare them for the second half?
Just that I'm proud of the way they play. There's a lot of joy in the way they're playing. We talked about that, finding joy in it, and I feel like they're playing hard.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on the rest of the game.
Thank you. All right, we'll try.
All right, and welcome back to the start of the second half of this matchup between the Davidson Warriors and the MGM Vikings. And man, I mean, just before that half ended, it looked like Davidson was just gonna, maybe pull some magic and almost try and find a way to take a lead, but just a couple of, really more than a couple of breakdowns on both sides of the ball led to MGM just driving up their lead right before going into half. Luckily, Davidson does get to receive the kickoff here. Ethan, what do you think they've got to come out and do here to try and get back in this game?
Oh man, football is a lot like the stock market. You can go down, but there's so many factors that can bring you back up. So it's gotten a little bit cooler since the first half. The players might have got some of their energy back, and I think if they can just kind of outpace MGM in every little area, I think we can bring it back.
Yeah, I have to agree. So,
and I think utilizing the element of surprise and kind of confusing them by spreading out a little bit, I think will help. So we'll see if they decide to go with that route.
Yeah, we'll see Spivey out there in the quarterback position again. Davidson kind of spreading out their formation more than we've seen. They will hand it off up the middle to Terrence Gray. He'll take a hole.
A couple yards.
Yeah, they gain about 4. So nice start to the half for Davidson there. Davidson keeping that same look. Oh, hand it off again. Not as much happening that time. Still able to get a good gain of about 3, bring up third down, and about 3 to go. So I think if you're Coach Colley, maybe the way, or if you have the mindset he does, if you don't get the third down here, maybe you do go for it on fourth down. I mean, you're down 3 scores. You've got to find any way to, get the ball in the end zone that you can. There's a pass there from Spivey. That was nice, and it's enough for a first down. That's the second completion we've seen there from Spivey. Not a lot of attempts, but I mean, we've seen some good looking balls from him. So hopefully he can continue that as they got a new set of downs there. Another snap. Again handed off to Terrence Gray. MGM guys meet him in the backfield, but he's going to stay up and turned a negative play to a positive one there. Gain of about 3. So 2nd and 7 here for Davidson. And I mean, it's like you said, Ethan, they look pretty alive and rejuvenated here coming into the half. So, I mean, hopefully we'll continue to see this throughout the remainder of the game. Spivey again. Another handoff to Terrence Gray. They were ready for it that time. Loss of about 2, bring up third down and 9. And third down here. Probably see another pass attempt from Spivey, although maybe they try and hand it off to Gray again. And I mean, in this position, you think like, well, you can't hand it off to the running back. They've only got max 5 yards a gain so far on this drive. But if you're Coach Colley, maybe you're thinking 4 down drives here. They will. Spivey will drop back. He'll get a guy on a screen right there. Gain of only about 4, bring up fourth down. And like I said, I think Coach Colley is looking to keep his offense on the field here. So nice little gain there. Makes this fourth down conversion a little bit more manageable for Spivey and his squad. He's going to drop back again. He's got a out route there. He got it in his hands, but wasn't able to hang on to it, and that's a tough break. That'll bring a turnover on downs, and MGM will get the ball about the 45. So that's tough there if you're Davidson, but I mean, maybe you come away with a little bit of a win there. You're able to see your offense move the ball at least more consistently than you saw in the first half. I mean, you know, this, I don't want to say late in the game, but this far into the game, you're down by a pretty wide margin. You do have to start scoring points, but maybe you kind of see some opportunities for you to take advantage of later down the line. They'll hand it off to a jet sweep there. He's going to end around. He's coming down the sideline. There is a flag in the backfield. I think they'll call that one back with a holding. So MGM maybe, you know, chilling out on the pass game a little bit, maybe trying to just chew some time off this clock. Already down to 8 minutes left. So that holding call there, I'll back them up quite a bit. So that hurts if you're an MGM Viking. But nice break there for Davidson. And we'll see if they can kind of return to form with some of the drives we've seen. Being able to just collapse that pocket and get through that O-line. They'll do it again there. Another double toss there from the Vikings. He's going to end around. Nice play. There's going to be another holding flag, and that play's coming back. And, I mean, a pretty nice gain on that play from MGM. But overall, I think Davidson was able to contain that pretty well. I mean, you know, you think the ball's going to one side of the field, and then you just got to switch real fast and get to the other. And they were able to get to him pretty fast, even with the hold. So it'd be first down, and very far to go for MGM. So Hollins will look towards the sideline. Davidson showing blitz there. MGM will hand it off up the middle. Nothing happening. Nice stop there from the D-line. Bring up second down, and about 20 to go. Excuse me. Really about 18 to go. Probably going to see the arm here from Hollins again pretty soon, this far back. He will drop back here. He's looking for a guy coming out of the sideline. That ball's in the air, and good deflection there from a Davidson quarterback. Got his hand inside the hands of the MGM receiver there and just punched that ball out. So, man, that was an amazing play from the secondary. Hurry up snap here. They've got a screen pass. The sideline. He's going to make a couple of moves. Davidson can't bring him down. They'll stop him, though, after a gain of about maybe 13 there. But it's still not enough for a first down. So, well, the chain crew is moving forward. I don't know what they're doing. They don't either. Little, that's tough if you're Davidson. I mean, some miscommunication there. Kind of lose a little bit of momentum you were working with. So, chain gang will move back to where they need to be. Got to move the line of scrimmage back. There you go. So, MGM, fourth down. They're going to go for it here, it looks like. definitely don't want to, well, it's stating the obvious. You don't want to let him get a fourth down conversion here. But, I mean, the stop here would really give your team a breath of life. And, I mean, we've already kind of seen them have a little bit of pep in their step on offense, which we missed out on in that second quarter. So we'll see. All right, then they'll get set up back where it looks like they need to be. So they'll finally blow the play live, and we'll see what MGM does here. I don't know about you, Ethan, but I think we'll see Hollins drop back.
You think? Oh, they're not sure.
Yeah, maybe just wanted to kind of get a read on Davidson's defensive formation there, but big fourth down here for Davidson's defense. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff. He's got a slant across the middle. He'll actually get it out to an out route. That's good, and it'll be enough for a first. So tough break there for Davidson, and they struggled with that all night. And I mean, you can understand why, because when you've got a guy like Collins who can just hit those deep routes down the field, you've got to leave a little bit of separation to allow those receivers to come forward, and it hurt him there. Hollins on the quarterback keeper. He's going to find a couple holes. Spin move there. He'll get around a Davidson guy. He's coming down the sideline.
Oh.
They'll push him out of bounds at about the 20. And
Just
man,
kept going.
yeah, hit that Davidson defender with a little hee hee,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it worked.
Definitely put the razzmatazz on him.
Oh yeah.
I'm not much of a Madden player, but I think that move, that'd be X.
Well,
Mash X on Xbox.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. That was nice, but it looks like it's going to get called back. Maybe a flag for holding. Yeah, so not enough for the first down after the penalty. Hollins take the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got a guy there. Pass was too low. And man, not a black jersey anywhere close to that receiver, so that would have probably resulted in a pretty big gain, but it'll fall incomplete, bring up second down. And man, this drive is tough if you're Davidson's defense, because you've got to start to feel maybe a little bit winded after such a long drive. Pass there, it'll fall complete. They'll force him out of bounds after a gain of about 8. That'll move him to the 25. And MGM looks strong coming out of the half here. They'll motion that running back out. They'll hit him on the wheel. Big hit there from Davidson. Nice open field tackle. They'll lay him out. And only gain of about 2, it looks like. No gain on that one. So good play there from Davidson, able to make that open field tackle. They'll have 2 guys back. They'll motion 1 out. They will hand it off. He'll take an angle up the middle, but Davidson's there to meet him. gain of about 4. Excuse me, maybe only 3. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. And I mean, in a game like this, it almost feels like both teams are having to kind of imagine the other as playing 4 downs, you know, because it just seems to me like neither team is really willing to put their punting squad on the field. So Davidson definitely wants to get a stop on 3rd down, but they're definitely need to be looking ahead to that 4th down play. So motion that running back out wide open, just kind of a hole in the coverage there, and he'll make a big gain, get down to about the 5, and just another mistake there from Davidson. I mean, you see that running back motioning out, you've got to get a guy over there to him. But that'll give MGM 1st down and about goal to go with about 6 yards to make it to the end zone. Lots of guys on the line there for MGM. They're going to hand it off. He's going to take it up the middle. No gain there. Davidson was just burning past that MGM O-line. About 3 minutes left in this quarter, and man, it has just flown by with a really, really long drive from MGM here. Take the snap, again hand it off up the middle. He's going to bull rush forward, but Davidson will finally drag him down after a gain of about 3, so they'll be on about the 1 yard line for 3rd down here. So again, that clock just continuing to run out of time, so it's just looking tougher and tougher for Davidson. They'll fake the handoff that time. He's got a guy in the corner of the end zone, and he'll catch it. And man, that's one heck of a touchdown right there, Ethan. Just a beautiful pass there from Hollins, and that'll give MGM 6 more points on the board. That touchdown comes with 2 minutes 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and if you're MGM's coach right there, that is just about the best drive you could. Oh, a blocked kick there. Davidson's going to get the ball. They'll say it was no good. And there you go. Nice play from the special teams there. But, I mean, as I was saying earlier, that's about as good of a drive as MGM coach could ask for, just able to chew time off that clock even while continuing to score. So definitely going to be tough for Davidson to get back into this one, but anything is possible. We'll see if maybe a late game Coach Colley gets a little more desperate and maybe tries to pull some even bigger tricks out of his bag. You know, might see a couple of those patented flea flickers from him. Although it is tough, you got those 2 young guys in at the positions you would need to pull that off. So muff kick there. That'll result in a touchback. Davidson will take the ball at the 25. So 1st and 10 here. Like we said earlier, just under 3 minutes for Davidson in the 3rd quarter. So they're going to have to really start moving down the field if they hope to get back in this one. Spivey in. Terrence Gray aside. Oh, he's going to get hit in the backfield, but he'll get the handoff off in time. Terrence Gray, he had a lot of room ahead of him. Nice move, but unfortunately, he will fall victim to a bit of self-tackleization there, and it's tough because he could see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And I mean, almost it looked like the MGM's D-line just blowing past that O-line just kind of helped Terrence Gray out a little bit. I mean, there wasn't really many guys ahead of him, but Spivey will drop back on this one. He's got a guy coming down the sideline. I'll have to turn back around, fight for the ball, and fortunately, the ground will end up with it. It looked a little scary there for a second, but 3rd down and 6, and just 2 quick mistakes, or not really mistakes, but just 2 quick downs there from Davidson, and they're back in a tough position. So Spivey, he'll hand it off to Terrence Gray again, and he'll be met in the backfield. Another big stop, and that'll bring a 4th down. And I know I said Coach Colley is most of the time playing 4-down football here, but definitely think at this part of the field, we're going to see Riley McGill and his special team squad come on. So definitely looking for a good punt here. That punt again kind of low. It'll land out of bounds. MGM will line Hollins up at about the 42. So just over 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. I think maybe it's time we see MGM start to try and shoot time off the clock. But I mean, I don't know, with a team like that and the way they've been playing tonight, even chewing time off the clock, you just find a way to drive down that field. So I mean, if you continue to move forward, why stop? So MGM, or excuse me, Hollins will pushing his receiver in a little bit. They'll send that running back out. He's looking down the field. He's got a guy over the middle. He's wide open. That's a catch, and touchdown MGM. And boy, that was tough. I mean, just like we've been saying, just a lot of separation, it seems like, between these MGM receivers and their cornerback counterparts, and it showed right there. Really great pass there from Hollins, just hitting his guy right in his hands, in stride, and beautiful touchdown from MGM. Here comes a PAT. That one's up, and it's good. So bring the score, MGM 41, Davidson 7, about just over a minute still in the 3rd quarter. So very quick score there from MGM. And man, I gotta stop saying MGM's gonna chew time off the clock, because I think they only lost about 4 seconds on that drive. So just tough for Davidson. You can kind of see some frustration brewing over there on Davidson's sideline after that drive, but gotta keep your head up and see if you can't find a way to put some more points on the board. Ball slipped off the tee there, but they'll set it back up. Comes a kickoff. just short of the end zone. It's going to bounce forward. What a bounce there. He's going to have to take it. He'll try and get around to the sideline. He'll cut back inside. Almost wished he had stayed outside, but really nice play there to make something out of nothing. And it was tough, but he was able to keep his composure and give his team past where they would have got the touchback. So I think again we're going to see Spivey and his partner Terrence Gray come out here. Excuse me, looks like they're going to put Q Wheeler in at running back there. So they'll hand it off to him. He'll take a hole at the middle. He's continuing to drive forward. Gain of about 6 or 7 there. So maybe Davidson just wanted to try out maybe a bigger guy at the back position. Second down snap here. Spivey will hand it off again. He's going to bounce around outside. That's enough for a first down. Q Wheeler kind of adding some momentum to this offense. So good substitution there. So looks like a break. Oh yeah, that'll end the quarter. So a bit of a break here for Davidson's squad. And I mean, you look down to the sideline and you see Hudson Spivey going down to talk to his little brother, maybe give him some tips on what he saw in that last play. So I mean, it's definitely no better learning experience than this, Ethan. Just kind of dropping them right in there. And I mean, his performance has definitely not been lackluster. We've seen a couple of good passes. You know, haven't seen very many mistakes per se. Did drop a snap once, but that one was a little high, so you can't really put that on him. And so, I mean, it wasn't a Tyler Buckner performance, that's for sure. So, I mean, in that position, you really just got to congratulate him. So they'll flip the field, and maybe the moon was in their eyes on that quarter. So I think maybe we'll see some new looks here from Davidson.
You know, if you think about it, Steven, 36 points is not that much. I mean, to tie it up, all it would take is all it would take.
Yeah, definitely. All you got to do is what you got to do. So, Davidson got a lot of work cut out for them. So, Spivey, he'll hand it off to Q Wheeler again. He's going to end around the outside. Nice move there. Big hit, but he's staying alive. And they'll finally bring him down. And boy, like we said earlier, that just shows the importance of wrapping up and bringing a guy down. I mean, you come in for the highlight tackle, and the guy's able to stay up. So third down and about 2 yards to go for Davidson. So comes that third down snap. Spivey will hand it off up the middle. Not enough for a first, be about a yard short. 4th down here. I think we'll see him go for it here. Looks like Coach Colley take a time. Never mind. They're going to bring the punt squad out here. Punting squad. So see what Riley McGill can do here. Comes the punt. That one's up. It'll bounce, fall out of bounds at what the referees will call the 33. So just under 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And we'll see what MGM wants to do here. I ain't going to try to predict because I've been about 0 for whatever tonight. So. They're gonna bring in a new guy at quarterback. He'll drop it off on a little jet sweep there. Nothing happening. They'll stop him in the backfield. Quarterback looks like number 18, Shondell Harris. So I think we'll see this next play here, and then we're going to send it down to Sophia on the sideline. They'll hand it off. He'll take it up the middle. They'll bring him down after a gain of about 4. So take it away, Isabel. Excuse me.
Let me know when. I thought we were rolling.
That was perfect, bro.
What's up, Lily?
Hey, you gotta listen to
So 3rd down play there. Quick incompletion. Maybe a little bit behind the line, but MGM will pick it right back up. All right, 4th down. MGM will keep their.
Really enjoy the hot dog and the Connecticut dog.
Okay, thank you. What about you?
I'm more of a nachos guy.
Okay, thank you.
So I don't know if you got to see it there, but 4th down conversion was good for MGM. So they'll get to about the 50, and clock will continue to run. It'll hit 8 minutes. They'll hand it off to the outside. He's going to cut back inside, though. Davidson will bring him down after only a gain of about 2. He'll fumble a snap. He'll pick it back up, though. He's going to bounce around outside. He'll take a hold there. He's got no one in front of him. Davidson will catch up to him, though. Nice play from the safety. Really kind of met him there. Good angle there from the secondary, able to stop that from turning into points for MGM. But again, it's tough. You push a guy out of bounds, it stops the clock, and again, they're just driving down the field. So, good play from the backup quarterback. They're able to, just kind of capitalize, even though a bit of a muffed snap. So, handoff there will result in a gain of about nothing. Pretty good gain, actually. Brings up 2nd down, about 6. MGM running a pretty fast offense here. They'll again hand it off, and I think he's going to push in. They'll say he's just short of the goal line. Davidson had a guy lose his helmet. He's going to have to come out for a play. He's going to have to rush to get on the other side. MGM's going to snap the ball before he can get over there, but it doesn't matter. He's going to run in, and that's an MGM touchdown. So MGM just continuing to score and not letting off the gas pedal.
You don't think they're going to stop anytime soon, do you?
Yeah, doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
And at this point, I mean, Davidson, they definitely tried their best. I mean, you work with what you can.
Yeah.
And you've got, what did we say, about 6 main guys out tonight. You're working with a freshman quarterback, first varsity game ever. And, I mean, we saw some pretty good things from them tonight.
Yeah.
The defense was able to make a couple of big stops on 3rd and 4th down. You know, we definitely saw some not so great things, some busted coverages down the line, and a lot of separation between the wide receivers and their cornerbacks, or excuse me, the cornerbacks. So definitely some things Coach Colley can work on preparing for next week against Park Crossing. So.
Yep.
And it's going to be tough again next week. I don't think they'll have a Spivey or Hudson Spivey, excuse me, nor Derek Butler back for that game too. So it'll be a tough one.
Well, I think this game is a good opportunity, you know, to see the capabilities of these freshmen. You know, what they can do and what they can't do. You know, so we can, you know, see what we can help them with, or see what the coach can help them with.
Yeah, I gotta agree. So that touchdown came with 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game. And maybe if you're Coach Colley here, you don't have much faith in the comeback, but you try and make this a learning opportunity for the young guys you have in, and hopefully they can, you know, kind of learn some things that'll prepare them for the upcoming seasons of Davidson football.
Absolutely.
That kick is up high in the air. Davidson's going to grab it. That's Machuca Mexner. They'll bring him down at about the 26. So. First and 10 here for Davidson.
Seems like we have a birthday out on the field.
Couldn't quite catch the name, but happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. All right, so comes Spivey on the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle. They'll finally stop his forward progression and hold him at a standstill. They'll blow the whistle after a gain of about 3. So I think we're going to take it down to the sideline here. Take it away, Sophia.
The Warriors gain 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One of the most popular spots at Warrior Stadium is the concession stand. A few popular things are nachos, hot dogs, and hamburgers. Next time you're here, come out and support our band by ordering from the concessions.
Indubitably, Sophie. So second down snap there resulted in a gain of about 2. So third down and about 6 to go for Davidson. And time will wind down to about 5 minutes left. Snaps high there. Spivey couldn't hang on to it, but Q Wheeler will grab it. Nice heads-up play there from him. Excuse me, not Q Wheeler. New guy in the running back position. Number 23, Deshaun Nash. He's a sophomore, so another young guy they're trying out. And like we said earlier, probably just a bit of a learning experience for both of those guys. But that'll bring up fourth down, and we'll see again. McGill come out to punt the ball here. He'll get the punt up. It'll land out of bounds at the 50. So another possession here for MGM, and I gotta tell you, man, I wouldn't be too happy if I saw another. Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, as long as you're on the field, you want to play, but really no need to just continue to draw a score up. I think we're going to see a new guy in at quarterback. I think we've made it down to the third string here, so he's going to snap the ball. They'll hand it off up the middle. Gain about 5. And I guess maybe if you're if you're Davidson, you got to kind of be a little mad at yourself if MGM's continuing to score, because even if they're trying to score, you've got to be the one who's able to stop them, you know? Here's a snap. Now hand it up in the middle again, and a big hit in the backfield. And flipped them over almost there. So that was pretty nice. Oh, wasn't ready for the snap there. Davidson's got a chance to pick it up. He's going to pick it up. And, man, they'll bring him down by his shoelaces there. Oh, Lord. That was... Oh, man.
He really fell face first in that one.
That would have been nice. He didn't have one body ahead of him. They would have had to give him some oxygen on that one.
What a shame.
Yeah, that's tough, but that'll give Davidson the ball here. Just under 3 minutes. Maybe we can see Spivey try and put it in the end zone again.
Steven, I want to know what you would have done in that situation. If you were down there.
I mean, I probably would have fell on the ground, or definitely not anything better than what they did, because I'm not the physical specimen I used to be.
I know you had that injury a few years back.
Yeah.
Me personally, I probably would have opted for the laceless design as far as the football cleats.
Yeah.
It's one less thing. One less thing they can get you with.
Timeout here from MGM. Maybe didn't like the look there from Davidson. Man, that's kind of tough. I mean, timeout here, you're up 58-7, but.
Yeah, some people just really have no chill, as they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. But maybe Coach Colley will send Spivey out there, and he's just going to drop an absolute dime of a pass, and Anthony Rabb will jump up, and he'll just mosses the 3 defenders in his area, and he'll fall in the end zone for a touchdown, and the thousands of people in our stands will cheer, and it'll be beautiful.
Yeah. I agree completely. I think that is what's about to happen. And if not, hey, that's the name of the game, American football.
I think around here we just call it football. I don't really know of any other football.
Well, we do have a few friends in the broadcasting sphere from across the pond.
Yeah, we have been kind of cool to interact with people from around the globe here at the Royal Bowl Network. Lots of opportunities. So,
A lot of diversity.
yeah. So second down, about 4 to go here. Clock will hit 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Spivey's going to drop back. He's looking at a guy across the middle. He's got him. No good. Flag will come in. That's a pass interference. Davidson will move on down that road. So yeah, pass interference there on MGM.
Pass interference against the Vikings will be a 15-yard penalty.
That'll give Davidson 15 yards there. Coach Colley telling the squad, OC telling his squad what he wants them to do there. So maybe we see another drop back here from Spivey. Spivey will fake the keeper. He'll hand it off up the middle. Nice run there. I think it's enough for a first down. If not, it's just short.
All right, we're at 2 minutes now.
Yep.
A lot could happen in these 2 minutes.
Yeah. Go to an injury timeout here. Doesn't look good for that MGM player. Hopefully he'll be able to get back up.
Oh, goodness. Does not look good.
Yeah, definitely not.
Looks like a potential career-ending accident.
We hope not.
We
of
hope
course.
not. We hope not. But that is the name of the game.
There they go. They'll get him up on his legs. Maybe some tweaked in his ankle, so they'll get that checked out. But it's really nice that he was able to get back up. So Spivey and his squad will come back out here to line up. Take this second down snap. A couple inches to go to get the first. Waiting for the refs to load the play live. There it is. There's a snap. He'll shovel it out. He's got some room ahead of him. He'll fall just short of the end zone. Enough for a first down, though. Give him Davidson a new set of downs with goal to go.
It'll be first and goal from the 2.
2 yards to go to get in that end zone. They'll hand it off up the middle again, but MGM's there in the backfield to stop them. Bring up second down. Haven't seen Spivey taken on his feet yet. Maybe we see him fake the handoff and keep it. Maybe we see him try the Philadelphia tush push, you know, up the middle. But they'll keep him back away from under center. So he is going to keep it on this one. He's got room ahead of him. And there's a touchdown for Micah Spivey, his first of his career. And cheers from the crowd there.
That's got to feel good. That's got to ease the pain of defeat a little bit.
Definitely. And definitely feels good for the Spivey family, able to see him get his first touchdown in a varsity game as a freshman. So definitely a bright future ahead for him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as a freshman, getting this type of opportunity is, you know, it's a big flex on everyone else. You don't often see freshmen like this playing in high stakes games like this.
Yeah. So that touchdown will come with 46 seconds left, and unless MGM really wants to make me mad, I think they'll probably kneel it out here.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I'm right, I think MGM's probably gonna go for one more touchdown, just to rub a little salt in the wound.
Yeah. You hope not.
You hope not, but you know.
Comes that kickoff squad. There's a kick. Oh, man, Davidson's going to end up with the ball. He's going to be at the 40. Man, MGM muffed the reception, and Davidson just ended up with the ball in their hands. So 46 seconds to go, and Davidson's at the 40. Maybe we see Spivey put another one in the end zone. Spivey right back out there. Not a lot of a break for him or anyone else on this offensive squad. So they'll hand it up the middle, excuse me. Game about 2. I think that may do it for us. Probably be the last play of the game. Maybe they'll try and run one more. Looks like they will. Spivey will take the snap. They'll hand it up hand it up the middle. And that'll do it for this one. So final score, MGM 48, Davidson 13. And Ethan, probably a lot we could say after this one, but I think we had plenty of time to say it during the game. So, I mean, unless you have something you would like to say, I think I'm going to leave it at tune it in next week for Davidson's homecoming game against Park Crossing. But that'll do it for us here at the Royal Belt Network. So we'll see you later.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.